Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. We're excited to welcome those tuning in on the radio side at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all can be with us. Also, tuning in through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could be with us as well. A lot of us are spending more and more time in the kitchen, especially this time of year. But if you've ever been able to wonder about the equipment that you use and what may be the top picks, I think you guys are going to really enjoy this next segment. We're excited to welcome Lisa McManus to our broadcast. You guys know her as one of the co-hosts of America's Test Kitchen's popular Gearheads YouTube show, but she's also here to talk about the brand new book that's already a top 100 bestseller on Amazon called Kitchen Gear, The Ultimate Owner's Manual. We'll talk to Lisa not only about her own love about knowing about things in the kitchen and around, but also what it's been like for her to share that with all of you and what she hopes the book is able to do for you in your home. Lisa, thank you again for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, really excited to speak with you, Lisa. As I mentioned, people have gotten to know you, and of course, we all love America's Test Kitchen and how it kind of takes us into a lot of the things we may use in our kitchen. First of all, what has it been like for you to see the early response to the book, Lisa?
Oh, it's so exciting. I mean, you hope it's well received, but people have just been really, really so happy and saying, I had no idea the scope of this book and all the things it covers. And it's kind of easy to open it up and start reading anywhere. But if you go end to end, you'll know as much as we do, and our job is done.
Yeah. So I want to talk about that because, as I mentioned, you are the co-host, along with Hannah Crowley, of course, of the Gearhead show. Could you have imagined that you all would be able to translate what you guys have been able to share there in a book like this?
Yeah, it's definitely a different forum, but it's nice to get it all written down somewhere and to really see it. Yeah. And, I have 17 years of kitchen equipment testing experience. Hannah has 13 years of kitchen testing equipment experience. So you got combined 30 years of total kitchen nerds in there for just figuring out every piece of equipment, what you need, what you don't need, why it works, how to get the most out of it, how to maintain it, how to pick things that are going to last, and really just how to make your cooking much more easier and successful.
Yeah. And I love the fact that even in looking at the book, Lisa, that you're able to not only, of course, share your top picks, but also the way to take care of these things. Because, of course, when we talk about our kitchen, it really is an investment. Talk to us about what that's been like for you to be able to share not only, of course, what may fit well for you in your home, but also how to maintain it.
Well, yeah, I'll just use an example. We love stainless steel tri-ply skillets. That means stainless, aluminum, stainless, and the pan really heats evenly because those two metals combined do a really great job of holding, retaining heat, browning, and then really being very responsive to heat changes. But once people cook in stainless steel, the pan often discolors, and people get really upset. And I've had people say, do I have to throw this out? Like, no.
Yeah.
This pan is going to outlast all of us. Just get some Barkeeper's Friend, and that will just take that browning right off that pan. It will look brand new again. But that's because we know, we've tested those things, and we know how to take care of products that we recommend, and we want to share that with people as well, because you shouldn't get discouraged after you start using something.
Right. I think that's such a great point. And I think, too, as you mentioned, of course, the years of experience the two of you have, Lisa, I think that's one of the reasons why you all are so trusted. I want to talk about the audience because I think it says a lot, not only, of course, about the knowledge you bring to it, but how we are excited for it. Talk to us about what that's been like for you to be able to have people appreciate, like what you just shared, tips that can help them to not only, of course, to save money, but also time.
Yeah, we really love that we can share what we've learned and really help people feel more comfortable in their own kitchens. You can meet the most accomplished people, and then they'll say things like, I can't cook. And it's like, yeah, you can. Maybe, people have invested in a bunch of food and they've invited their friends over, and then they had a terrible disaster. And then they think, I can't cook. And it's like, no, yes, everyone can cook, you know, and it's I think a vital life skill, and you can have the food exactly the way you love it, and you can feed the people you love, and it's a really great thing to be able to do for yourself. It's healthier, it's more economical, and the right gear can really help you get there. But even, you know, understanding why that gear works and how to take care of it will just make that whole process more natural and more familiar and comfortable for everyone. So you're not going to be just doing battle with your skillet or whatever. You'll have a knife that's sharp. You'll have a cutting board that is the right size. All the things that really make cooking more comfortable, more natural for you. And then really, in the end of the day, you'll make better food and you'll enjoy it more.
Yeah. At this time of year, as I mentioned, we're all spending a lot more time in the kitchen. Some people, of course, will be inviting family and friends over. What are some of the things that you've been asked about the most, Lisa, during this time of year, especially when it comes to equipment?
Oh, I get asked about, you know, what things do you really have to have for your Thanksgiving feast. And I think a couple things really make a huge difference. You know, one is if you haven't ever sharpened your knives, now is the time. We have some great recommendations for sharpening your knives, and that will make your kitchen prep feel less like prison where you're chopping tons of stuff. You will have better looking food. You'll be able to carve your turkey better. All those things will go better. Getting a decent roasting pan is not a bad investment if you think you'll ever cook Thanksgiving or anything large ever again. It's a great, you know, get a good pan with, you know, handles that are big enough to grab comfortably with pot holders, with a rack in it to hold that meat up off the bottom and the air will circulate and brown. Get a thermometer so you know when the food is done, and you don't have to cut into it or guess or be unpleasantly surprised.
Right.
So, all those things, they seem small, but they make a huge difference.
Love that. Lisa, appreciate that. And congratulations again to having you on the book. Again, it's called Kitchen Gear, The Ultimate Owner's Manual, as I mentioned, already a top 100 bestseller on Amazon. You guys can get it, of course. It's by America's Test Kitchen, a trusted brand itself. Definitely make sure you guys are staying connected with them online and, of course, being able to look for them on YouTube as well. Lisa, again, appreciate your time and looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you so much.
More than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. But let's go make today amazing. Take care.